Welcome to this fascinating exploration of a remarkable piece of American numismatic history, the 1994 1-cent coin that has become one of the most extraordinary subjects among currency collectors, coin enthusiasts, and even casual observers of American artifacts. Imagine holding in your hand a coin that, while its face value is only 1 cent, holds a staggering worth of $26 million. Yes, you heard that right, this seemingly insignificant coin is not just a penny, it's a treasure that tells a complex story of rarity, historical significance, and the allure of the unexpected. As we delve deeper, you might find yourself wondering how a coin that was meant for circulation could end up representing such vast wealth and invaluable historical significance. What created this peculiar phenomenon? What stories and events converged to elevate a simple penny into the realm of extraordinary riches? Stick around as we embark on an enchanting journey across time, diving into the world of coins, the intricate workings of government mints, the dreamers, the collectors, and sometimes, the serendipity that transforms a piece of metal into a multi-million-dollar rarity. The first question that might arise is, what makes this 1994 penny so special? To understand its allure, we must travel back in time to its creation, the year 1994, when the United States Mint produced billions of coins for public circulation. However, not all coins are created equal. Some, due to minting errors or unique characteristics, become extraordinarily rare. As we unfold this mystery, we'll guide you through the various types of errors possible during minting, the striking, the design flaws, and the incredible stories behind those who sought and found these treasures before they became legends. Did you know that sometimes, a simple misalignment could create a coin worth thousands instead of mere cents? Yes, it's true. This leads us to our next tantalizing notion: what happens when these treasured coins exchange hands? Picture this: a collector stumbles upon the 1994 penny, perhaps at a garage sale or in an unassuming shop. They might be unaware of its real value, their heart races as they recognize the potential it holds. How does one determine the worth of a coin? Is it purely business, or is there an emotional connection tied to these tokens of history? As we delve into that question, let's explore how an entire industry has emerged around coin grading and valuation, led by experts who dedicate their lives to understanding the nuances of numismatics. Engaging in this captivating world, you'll discover how collectors can sometimes pay staggering sums just to get their hands on a rare find, and you might begin to wonder, could there be treasures hiding in your own pocket change? The allure of rarity isn't just confined to a single coin, it's part of what makes this hobby universal. As we navigate this fascinating world together, we'll take time to highlight the remarkable tales of individuals who have dealt with these rare coins, each story elevating the allure and excitement surrounding the 1994 1 cent and others like it. How did ordinary people encounter this life-changing moment? Then we'll dive into auction houses, where collectors gather like moths to a flame, ready to bid hundreds of thousands or even millions on a single coin. Can you imagine the tension in the air as bids rise, the gavel strikes, and someone's life changes irrevocably in that moment? What do you think motivates collectors to invest so passionately? Is it the potential for wealth, the thrill of the hunt, or the joy of holding a tangible piece of history? The questions continue to pile up as we explore the motivations behind this fascinating pursuit. But don't think for a second that the journey ends here. Consider also the role of online marketplaces, social media groups, and auctions where enthusiasts connect and share their knowledge, stories, and finds. The community is robust, with enthusiasts who eagerly exchange tips on identifying subsidies and value appreciations. These connections create networks of friendships founded on a love of coins. Are these collector friendships forged purely through passion, or do they hint at a deeper understanding of the connections and stories embedded in each coin? As we keep winding through this captivating landscape, it's crucial to examine cases where unsuspecting individuals found hidden gems among their change. Stories of grandparents passing down coins, or children discovering that quarter may actually be worth something far beyond their initial estimation, these narratives fuel the curiosity driving this industry. Will you feel inspired to check your change jar again, or perhaps dig into your family's heirlooms? As we inch closer to our climax, let's tantalize your imagination further with a reflection on the future. What does the evolution of currency mean for collectors moving into a digital age? How do concepts of value shift as society becomes more accustomed to digital money? Hold on tight, as we challenge conventional ideas surrounding currency and value. At this point, you may realize that the 1994 penny, representing a seemingly simple piece of history, serves as a gateway to a much more complex narrative about value, investment, and the intersection of history and greed, wealth and curiosity, all of which play vital roles in shaping the universe you're now part of as you engage in this thrilling quest for understanding. So before we conclude, let's capture the essence of this story. It's not solely about a single penny or even its astronomical value, it's about the adventure of discovery, the thrill of the hunt, the understanding of history, and how even ordinary items can tell extraordinary stories, rich with meaning and opportunity. Remember, each coin may hold within its tiny frames the countless stories of those who held it, lived with it, and perhaps even dreamt beyond its face value. Have you ever thought about the stories your change could tell? We hope you've enjoyed this epic journey through the world of the 1994 1-cent coin, one that stands at the intersection of curiosity, history, and wealth beyond your wildest dreams. Don't forget, this coin isn't just a relic of the past, it's an invitation for you to delve into your own discoveries and keep exploring the hidden treasures in the world around you. If you found our story engaging, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to continue uncovering incredible stories from a multitude of realms like this one. Thank you for being part of this journey, and until next time, keep your eyes on your change because you never know when a tiny piece of history might cross your path, making you the next great discoverer in the amazing world of numismatics. Next, have you ever stumbled upon a nickel or a strange penny and wondered if it could hold any hidden treasure? Well, in today's journey, we're diving deep into a captivating story that twists and turns through the pages of history, currency, and the fascinating world of collectors, where a simple 1-cent coin from 2003 may not just be a piece of change but a blockbuster tale of value that could make your head spin. Picture this, a shiny penny that you might dismiss as just an everyday object, yet this very coin has ignited passions, driven people to frenzy, and even changed lives, an ordinary item transformed into an extraordinary quest for millions. How can a 1-cent coin have a face value of only a single cent yet be worth a staggering $26 million? What secrets does it hold, and how did it capture the attention of coin enthusiasts and investors alike? I invite you to delve into the enigma with me as we unfold this incredible narrative layered with suspense and excitement. Way back in 2003, when minting coins was just like any other year, something remarkable occurred that would later ignite a goldmine of interest among collectors, a simple decision at the U.S. Mint that set the stage for this golden opportunity. Coins are often seen as mundane, they spend their lives jiggling in our pockets or hiding beneath couch cushions, but as we peel back the layers of this story, you're going to understand why some coins, especially ones with peculiar mistakes or rare attributes, are treasured beyond their face value. The allure of numismatics, the study and collecting of currency, stretches far beyond the monetary value, tapping into history, art, and even economics. At the heart of this story lies a special 2003 penny, a coin that, due to a unique error during its production, became a collectible marvel in the eyes of seasoned numismatists. You might be asking yourself, what kind of error could turn a simple coin into a precious artifact worth millions? Hold that thought as we transport ourselves back to the hustle and bustle of the minting process, where the story takes a dramatic twist. Back in 2003, an unstaged moment of chaos at the Philadelphia Mint led to an overproduction of a specific error coin, resulting in a rare variant of the Lincoln penny that would eventually become a triumph in the world of coin collecting. This wasn't just a simple misprint, but a mishap that would leave an indelible mark on the collective memories of treasure hunters. Can you imagine the excitement? A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that collectors dream of. But as this captivating tale unfolds, there's intrigue, too. What drives someone to pay upwards of $26 million for a coin that originally costs a mere cent? Is it about history, investment potential, or simply the thrill of the hunt? It's a compelling blend of these factors that creates a high-stakes atmosphere in the inadequately known world of coin collectors and investors. Now, think about how news travels and why certain items can skyrocket in value almost overnight. It's all about scarcity, demand, and the stories tied to them. A unique coin often embodies not just its metal but a narrative steeped in mystery and potential, capturing the essence of human curiosity and greed. As we continue to reflect on this astounding price tag, we have to examine the power dynamics at play and the emotions tied to such fierce competition among collectors. You might be marveling at this, thinking how nothing seems to hold the allure of cold hard cash quite like a rare coin. But isn't it fascinating? The subtleties of how people assume value onto objects, how rarity informs worth, and how hearts race in anticipation at auctions, with bidders ready to stake their claims on pieces of history rooted in simple impressions of minting machinery. How many have you encountered in your life, coins collected over years that seem to carry no significant weight? The value often lies in the rarity, and this penny remarkably represented a high-stakes gambit in the world of numismatics, turning heads and making even the most skeptical raise their eyebrows in disbelief. With its provenance tied to a celebrated era, the race for acquiring this 1-cent coin is filled with edge-of-the-seat excitement, with collectors pouring in resources to snatch it up. Is it worth the thrill or the anguish in this never-ending chase? There's a fine line between passion and obsession, and within this world exists an intricate tapestry woven from stories past that connect us to founders, misprints, and the very fabric of the economy. As the allure of this 1-cent coin captures our senses, let's delve into its aura, a token of dreams, lessons learned, and the reality that the mundane can often harbor the miraculous. What memories do you associate with your own experiences handling coins? Have you ever unwittingly stumbled across a rare gem disguised as a simple penny? You might now understand the fever of coin enthusiasts bent on uncovering the hidden monetary gems slipping through everyday life. As we look deeper into this phenomenon, it raises the question, how much do the stories we tell each other about value shape our reality? As we wrap up this fascinating tale of an ordinary penny worth so much more than the eye can see, let it serve as a benchmark in understanding the curious intricacies of our world, how the simplest of things might lead us to the extraordinary, as we're encouraged to dig just a little deeper, search a bit harder, and uncover the brilliance hidden beneath what seems commonplace. The world of coin collecting extends far beyond surface-level observations. It's a saga that deconstructs traditional views of money and worth, pushing us to dream, strive, and perhaps even, pushes us to ask ourselves, what treasures might we be missing right under our noses? As we reflect on this story of the seemingly insignificant coin that transformed lives and ignited passions, don't forget to subscribe to explore more tales that merge history with hidden treasures and inspire curiosity to find value in every ordinary moment. If this story captivated your interest, remember to give us a thumbs up, and stay tuned for more engaging content that fuels your imagination. Share your thoughts. What coins have you encountered that changed your life, or do you have any stories of unexpected value? Let's connect and continue to explore this intriguing landscape together, one penny at a time. Next, have you ever stumbled upon something that changed your perspective on value, worth, and history in the blink of an eye? Imagine holding in your hands a simple coin, a 1-cent piece, yet it carries with it a story that intertwines fate, fortune, and a remarkable journey that spans decades. Welcome to our exploration of the 1957 1-cent coin, an item that many might overlook in their spare change, yet it holds an astonishing face value of $26 million. What if I told you that this seemingly insignificant coin has witnessed more than just daily transactions? It has been a silent observer of history, a keeper of secrets, and a symbol of the incredible journeys that sometimes go unnoticed in the rush of our everyday lives. Today, we're going to dive deep into its story, unraveling a mystery that stretches back to its mint origins and takes us through a world filled with numismatic intrigue, historical context, and mathematical wonder that could make even the most seasoned collector's hearts race. So, grab your senses and settle in, because this is not just about coins, it's about dreams transformed into reality, the thrill of discovery, and the unexpected twists that life can throw your way. Could you imagine what it must have been like for the person who first recognized the sheer potential value hidden in that unassuming copper circle? What would you do if you found a coin worth millions in your pocket? Would you rush to the nearest dealer with exhilaration as your heart races, or would you take a moment to appreciate the history that coin has carried through time? One man's trash is indeed another man's treasure, and in our journey today, we're going to explore not just the coin itself but also the fascinating community of collectors and historians who breathe life into such artifacts, turning them from mere metal back into stories bursting with life. Picture this. It all starts at the United States Mint in 1957 during an era filled with post-war excitement and rapid technological advancements, a time when the economy was thriving, and America was on the brink of change. Coins from this era are more than just currency, they tell tales of how society functioned, reflecting the aspirations and struggles of the people within it. Fast forward to today, and the 1957 1-cent coin is no ordinary penny. It is a piece that transcends time, holding within it the legacy of its era, and unbeknownst to many, a shocking rarity that could rattle the very core of numismatic communities across the globe. But how did this little piece of metal attain such monumental value? As we peel back the layers of its fascinating story, you might find yourself pondering the bizarre twists of fate that led to its current valuation, which remains largely unbeknownst to those outside the collecting world. Imagine being a kid in the 1950s, a penny was a treasure to be cherished and hoarded while candy shops flourished and bubblegum was the currency of youth. Little did they know that in 2023, those very pennies could lead to monumental discoveries, worth more than any childhood happiness imagined. Have you ever had that feeling of nostalgia, a flashback to simpler times when money was less about accumulating wealth and more about experiences? The 1957 1-cent coin didn't just depict Lincoln's profile, it represented dreams, laughter, and the echoes of a bygone era that continues to resonate today. It's easy to dismiss such coins at face value, but we must remember that every swirl and engraving tells a story, every flaw could signify uniqueness, and every age could enhance its charm. As we delve deeper, consider this: why do some coins skyrocket in value while others remain merely a nickel or dime in our pockets? The answer lies within the world of minting errors, limited editions, and the sheer magic of rarity. For instance, as we delve into the intricacies of coin collecting, we'll encounter rare mint errors, each possessing its own narrative of the mistakes and happenings in the minting process, connecting us with the hearts and hands of those who crafted these coins with care. Could this 1-cent coin have been a mere byproduct of a mundane mistake, a slip of a mint engraver's hand, or perhaps a flaw that turned it from mass production into something unique and stunningly valuable? As we trace the lineage back to its creation, let your imagination run wild. Envision the design meetings, the deliberations around cost and aesthetics, the debate on how to honor a nation's history while crafting currency that would reflect its ideals. Was there an inkling of foresight back then, a whisper of what this coin would become? As we unravel its story further, think about how scarcity elevates value. In the realm of numismatics, a single coin can shift paradigms. It can ignite passion in a collector, awaken the thrill of the hunt, and spiral into a lifelong pursuit of historical understanding. With rarity often comes a fervent desire to uncover what makes these artifacts significant. We'll encounter tales of heated auctions, passionate collectors, and the means by which price tags can ignite fascinating stories, fueling lifelong passions and rivalries. And speaking of rivalries, have you ever witnessed light-hearted debates among collectors, each defending their own treasures as if they were precious relics? We are about to take it up a notch. As the fervor around the 1957 coin grows, keep your eye on the ever-dynamic world of auctions, where fortunes can flip in an instant, leaving even the most astute collectors stunned. What happens when two determined buyers spot the same coin, their eyes locked in a fervent competition for what could easily mean the difference between modest bragging rights and legendary status in the numismatic world? If that 1-cent coin had a voice, what stories would it whisper about the hands it has passed through, the delighted collector who finally obtained it or the unsuspecting individual who unknowingly let it slip by? Passion fuels this world. The thrill of unearthing numismatic treasures can ignite fires of inspiration and dreams in the undercurrents of human connection. Imagine a scenario where a humble collector happens upon the 1957 1-cent coin while flipping through rolls of coins at their local bank. They pause, puzzled by an almost mythical aura surrounding it. What sparked that initial curiosity? Was it the birth of a new passion or a rendezvous with destiny that would ultimately lead them to unimaginable heights within the coin-collecting community? In a world saturated with distractions, allow yourself to ponder this question: what names rise to the top when we talk about who set the benchmarks for valuing these rare coins, who shaped the landscape of modern collecting, and how did their stories intertwine with the fate these coins carry? Now, let's venture a bit further, touching on the legacies left behind by notable figures, influential collectors, passionate historians, and valiant treasure hunters whose stories create thrilling narratives around these coins. Think of the age-old fascination with treasure maps leading collectors down rabbit holes of mystery, disappointment, and the exhilarating chance of serendipitous discoveries. So, what does the future hold for our beloved 1957 coin? With each day, its story continues to flourish, adapt, and find new relevance within an ever-changing economic landscape. As speculation about cryptocurrency continues to shape the currency of tomorrow, coins like the 1-cent piece face a pivotal question: will they be relegated to the annals of history, or could they one day emerge as powerful tokens of cultural heritage? As we dive into these questions, reflect for a moment on the impact of nostalgia, how our memories shape our perceptions of value, and how the simple act of collecting can impart meaning upon these coins, transforming them into cherished symbols of who we are. It's fascinating that in a world where the digital currency reigns, the demand for tangible artifacts remains unyielding. Will future generations look back fondly at these coins, each one cradling bits of history woven into its very fabric? So, as we wrap up our exploration into the astonishing story of the 1957 1-cent USA coin, let me leave you with this: in a society ever focused on pursuing the next big thing, don't forget to cherish the treasures that are already at your fingertips, whether it be a coin in your pocket or the very stories that connect us with generations past. Appreciate the beauty within the mundane, for therein often lies the extraordinary. And remember to like, subscribe, and join us for more adventures into the captivating worlds hidden in everyday objects. Who knows what other tales await your discovery? Thank you for being part of this journey, and let us continue unveiling history together. Next, sonnet deeply with enthusiasts and casual collectors alike. As we delve deeper into the backstory of the 2011 1-cent coin, it's essential to highlight its design and significance. Minted to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's legacy, the Lincoln penny has undergone various design changes throughout its history. The 2011 version was part of the U.S. Mint's initiative to celebrate the centennial of the Lincoln penny itself. While many may dismiss it as modern and unremarkable, certain variations of the 2011 penny, such as those with minting errors or specific condition grades, have become quite sought after. For instance, certain pennies struck with die errors or those that reached circulation in remarkable condition, known as mint state or proof, can catch the eye of serious collectors willing to pay a premium. Add to this a bit of rarity created by limited production runs, and suddenly, you have a coin with a story that stretches far beyond its humble face value. In our journey, we will also meet passionate collectors who have dedicated their lives to uncovering these gems. Their stories often reveal how an ordinary coin may hide an extraordinary narrative that intertwines with American history, social changes, and even art. Such narratives provide context to the coins themselves, transforming them from mere currency into valuable artifacts, a connection to the past wrapped up in metal and ink. We'll explore some incredible anecdotes of individuals who have stumbled upon these hidden treasures: a grandfather's shoebox filled with loose change, a garage sale find that turned out to be a small fortune, or a thrift store shopping spree that yielded the unimaginable. These stories remind us that treasure can be found in the most unlikely of places, urging us to take a closer look at the ordinary objects we often overlook. Additionally, we will touch upon the phenomenon of coin appreciation over time. What once may have been a simple penny can accumulate significant worth due to factors like inflation, changes in the economy, and the robust demand from collectors. Coins serve as historical records. They tell stories of economic shifts and the value placed on currency throughout the decades. So, whether you have old coins lying around or merely an interest in numismatics, this exploration of the 2011 1-cent coin will open your eyes to the world of collecting. Remember, in this realm, the next penny you pick up from the ground just might be more than you bargained for, perhaps a ticket to an unexpected adventure filled with history, wealth, and the thrill of discovery. Join us as we pull back the curtain on this captivating universe, uncovering the treasures you didn't know you had, and perhaps igniting a spark of curiosity that leads you down the path of coin collecting. You never know what extraordinary stories are hiding in the seemingly ordinary. Next, in a world where rare coins can hold secrets just as valuable as their face value, have you ever wondered about that 1-cent coin minted in 2004 that's now worth a staggering $26 million? Imagine holding a simple penny in the palm of your hand, one that appears ordinary at first glance. But as we dig deeper into the story behind this penny, you'll discover a fascinating tale of minting errors, collector fervor, and the incredible journeys these coins have taken through the hands of everyday people and dedicated numismatists alike. Welcome to our exploration of one of the most extraordinary finds in American numismatics, a tale filled with suspense, unexpected twists, and valuable lessons about history, luck, and the surprising worth hidden in what most would consider merely pocket change. This isn't just a story of money, it's also a narrative of passion, a glimpse into the world of coin collecting that is often overlooked, and a journey that starts with a simple idea: what if that coin in your change jar isn't just a coin? It all began in the bustling halls of the United States Mint, where workers meticulously go about the process of creating coins that will eventually circulate through our economy. Among those thousands of coins produced each day, some extraordinary pieces emerge that catch the attention of collectors and historians alike. Our story focuses on a specific error, the elusive 2004 1-cent coin that was not intended to exist. This error coin, a mere byproduct of a manufacturing mistake, managed to slip through the cracks and enter the hands of the public, unbeknownst to most of its true worth. As we unravel this tale, let's ask ourselves, how often do we overlook the small, seemingly insignificant things in our lives that might actually hold immense value? This penny, for one, was made with a unique error. The obverse side, instead of displaying the familiar visage of Abraham Lincoln, exhibited a fascinating anomaly that catapulted it into the spotlight of coin collectors and investors. The thrill of this discovery is almost cinematic. Picture a young collector who stumbles upon this penny in a change transaction, the gleam of excitement in their eyes as they realize they might be holding more than they initially thought. How would you react if you discovered that a small item in your possession could change your life? As the news of this remarkable coin spreads, a frenzy of interest ignites within the numismatic community. People begin searching through their change, hoping to strike gold, or in this case, silver or copper, as they delve into the depths of their wallets, purses, and pockets. The joy of finding something extraordinary amidst the mundane is a universally appealing concept, and it's no wonder that this story of the 2004 penny captures the imagination of many. Just imagine the thrill of finding such a treasure nestled among the mere nickels and dimes, a discovery that could set you on a new path of financial freedom. But what does it really take to find something of value? How do you know what to look for? This is where the world of coin collecting becomes intriguing. Seasoned collectors develop a keen eye for detail, possess a wealth of knowledge about different coin types, and often share their insights in communities devoted to this captivating hobby. As the story unfolds, we learn about those who dedicated their lives to understanding every inscription, color variation, and minting error. The legend of the 2004 1-cent penny takes an interesting twist when it crosses paths with relentless numismatists and entrepreneurs who recognize its potential worth in the marketplace. Imagine the excitement of not only owning a piece of history but being among the few who can claim they possess something the majority would overlook. The narrative picks up momentum as auction houses organize events to facilitate the buying and selling of this once ordinary coin, which has now transformed into a beacon of treasure. Bidding wars erupt as collectors vie for ownership of the coin that commands jaw-dropping prices, contributing to the high stakes of the numismatic economy. Each bid intensifies the atmosphere, leaving spectators breathless as they await the final count. You can almost feel the tension in the air, the anticipation swirling like a current in a storm as the gavel hits the podium, signifying the completion of an exchange that many could only dream of. But our story doesn't end there. No, this coin's value extends far beyond the simple dollar amount attached to it. It serves as a reminder of the beauty of chance encounters, the thrill of the unexpected, and the potential hiding in plain sight. As we reflect on this phenomenon, let's consider, what are we missing in our own lives simply because we failed to look close enough? The appeal of the 2004 penny, while monetary, invites us also to appreciate the journey of objects that carry with them the essence of human stories, the experiences of those who held them, and the lessons learned along the way. The history of this particular coin also connects back to broader themes in society, such as the impact of economic fluctuations and the rise of interest in rare collectibles during times of uncertainty. The 2008 financial crisis saw an influx of people seeking alternative investments, and coins became a refuge for those searching for stability in a volatile market. The irony of a 1-cent coin transforming into a financial asset of incredible worth embodies the spirit of resilience and creativity that defines a thriving community of collectors. As we continue this exploration, the question remains, where is your value hidden, and how can you uncover it? Every coin has its own narrative, and each person who has touched it has contributed to an unfolding story that resonates on numerous levels. The 2004 1-cent penny represents more than just a monetary transaction, it is a tale of discovery, adventure, and the insatiable human desire to seek out what is rare and valuable. So, how do you embrace the spirit of exploration in your own life? By allowing ourselves to look beyond the surface and dive deeper into the stories behind everyday objects, we open the door to new adventures, new opportunities, and potentially transformative encounters. Our journey takes us through the myriad of people, from casual finders to expert appraisers, who played parts in the tale of this iconic penny. Each of them possesses a piece of the puzzle, enhancing the richness of the narrative and highlighting the idea that everyone, no matter how unassuming, has something meaningful to offer. The power of this story lies not just in the coin itself but in its ability to catalyze curiosity, inspire wonder, and remind us that significance can lie hidden in the unlikeliest of places. As we arrive at the cusp of our historical exploration, you might find yourself contemplating the moments when a single decision changed your trajectory. How might your life look different had you seized an unexpected opportunity or pursued a passion that was whispering in the background? So, the next time you drop a coin into your pocket or find yourself with change in hand, remember this incredible story of the 2004 1-cent coin. Reflect on the value lesson this penny offers, look closely, remain curious, and cherish the extraordinary potential nestled in simplicity. The world is full of hidden treasures waiting to be discovered, and who knows? Perhaps your next great adventure is waiting just around the corner, or in the bottom of your change jar. If you enjoyed this engaging look into the intriguing world of numismatics and the awe-inspiring tale of the 2004 penny, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more captivating histories that promise to open your eyes to the unexpected. Let's continue this journey together as we uncover the breathtaking phenomena that surround us every day, just waiting for the keen observer to unveil their secrets. Remember, every coin tells a story, and there's a whole world out there filled with fascinating tales just waiting to unfold. Thank you for joining us, and until next time, keep searching, keep exploring, and keep your eyes peeled for the